I don't know if I have any honorable mentions for this one. Actually, I didn't write any down, and I can't think of any. So maybe I don't have any. Maybe I'll save those for the Snyder Cut. No honorable mentions. Sorry, Justice League. Not today. Hey everyone, Andrew here, Melbourne Superman, Super Fit Cosplay. So here we are in the final video of this series of my top 5 moments in the Superman movies. Now, I will probably supplement this series with the Justice League, the Snyder Cut, and the Donner Cut. Not sure yet, still toying with that notion, but I probably will. Let's be honest, I probably will. But for now, here's the conclusion of my top 5 moments. We're now into the Justice League, the Joss Whedon cut of the Justice League. So, of course, just a little bit of backstory. Of course, Zack Snyder had to leave this film because of horrific reasons. He was able to get his vision out eventually. But this was the theatrical cut. This is what we got. So the Justice League. The Mustache League. Oy, oy, oy. We got some good moments. We got some not so good moments. We got some good effects. We got some not so good effects. I enjoyed this movie because of what it was. It was the Justice League. Again, I'm so biased. Like, I love all the Superman movies, even if they're bad. I don't even care. Like, I don't care. Don't at me. Whatever. So here we go. Top 5 Justice League moments. I bought the bank. The whole bank? I love that. It's such a fun little dynamic. So it's the end of the movie, and Clark is just thanking Bruce for being able to save his childhood home, and Clark's just like, how did you convince the bank to do this? Blah blah blah. And Bruce is just like, I bought the bank. And Clark's just like so naive, and he's like, the whole bank? It's just a fun little dynamic. It's a fun moment. I love little moments like that where you see a little bit of a relationship building with these two characters. And it's just like, it's such a nice, we've come from Batman v Superman where they started out hating each other to this little dynamic. It's a fun time. Number 4. Do you bleed? I don't know why. Like, it looks awful because of the whole mustache thing. Like, you can tell that there's some CGI in there, and just like his face is weird. But I really enjoy that callback to Batman v Superman when Batman was like, tell me, do you bleed? And Henry Cavill now as Clark is just like, tell me, do you bleed? And it's just so intense. And it culminates with something is definitely bleeding and whatever. I could take that or leave it. It's fine. But it's a cool callback. I like it. It's really intense. It's like, wow, something's about to go down, and this is terrifying. But in that, I actually love that entire sequence. I was toying with putting this up with the Justice League or not, because I kind of wanted to keep this to just moments that Joss Whedon did, and it feels unfair to put that entire sequence in with this because this was Zack Snyder's sort of scene. So I'll leave this. You know what? I'll keep you in suspense. Forget it. Number 3. I believe in truth. I'm also a big fan of justice. Bum-ba-dum. I love that. I love that the John Williams score and the Danny Elfman score are incorporated into this movie. And it's just a really cool entrance for him. It's like, okay, Superman's back. Wow, Superman's actually back. And we need him because Superman is the strongest out of all of us. And he's the one that's going to help us win this battle. And when he shows up in that way, it's like, yes. And you see, and everybody's excited that he's back. And it's just like this great entrance that he has. And it's just really well done. And I love the suit in this movie. It's, well, okay. It not at first. I thought it was weird looking because the muscles were too, like, chromed out. But I do like the bright vibe of it. Not as much as the Batman v Superman suit, but I do like the bright vibe of this suit. And I like the entrance here. Number 2. The Flash and Superman race at the end of the movie. I absolutely love this. And Flash is just like, all right, if I win, I get to tell everyone else. I get to tell everyone kind of thing. And it's just a fun little moment. Again, it goes back to that like character building and that relationship building. It's just, did we need it? No, of course not. But was it fun? Yeah, absolutely. We all want to know who would win in a race, Superman or the Flash. I feel like, depending on the version of the Flash that you're talking about, will affect the result of the race. But it's a lot of fun, and that end sort of shot of it just slowing down as they go. It's just a really cool image. I love that. Like, I'd love to recreate that. If you're a cosplayer, I've recreated that with a couple different people, but if you're a cosplayer and you want to recreate that for a collaboration, let me know. Comment down below. I get to be Superman, of course. You've got to be the Flash. Sorry. Honorable mention. Honorable mention goes to... Honorable mention... I don't know if I have any honorable mentions for this one. Actually, I didn't write any down, and I can't think of any, so maybe I don't have any. Maybe I'll save those for the Snyder Cut. No honorable mentions. Sorry, Justice League. Not today. Not today, Zerg. Wrong franchise. All right, so number 1, the Lois and Clark reunion, as well as the Martha and Clark reunion. So when he comes back to life, and like the reunion of these characters, and it's like this relief, and it's like these are the moments that when somebody tells me that there's no emotion in the Snyder movies, or well, in this case, the Joss Whedon movies, but in this version of Superman, I refer them to these moments. I'm like, there's so much emotion here. It's like we don't need to be laughing and crying and carrying on the entire time, but when we can find little moments like this, it makes it much more special, I think. Brings out the humanity. So a lot of you are always concerned about the humanity of these characters. This is where it comes out. So you've got to pay attention. So those have been my top 5 moments of the Justice League movie. So I will, again, now that I've talked about it, I definitely need to do the Snyder Cut and the Donner Cut. So those will come eventually. But look, if you've been with me so far and have watched all these videos, thank you so much. If you haven't, be sure to go back and check them out. There's a lot of fun journeying through these movies. So look, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, ding ding. Follow me at Melbourne Superman on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.